What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Jdyo, and I'm back with another tutorial. Look at this. I'm going to pull up this cam. Boom. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Jdyo. I'm back with another tutorial today. I decided to do a tutorial on how to stream the new generation consoles with Streamlabs and just how to live stream them, just in light of the new console generation coming out. PlayStation 5 yesterday, the Xbox Series X a couple of days ago, or earlier this week. So I just decided to do a tutorial on how to live stream the new generation console, or any console in general. If you still have Xbox One or PlayStation 4, you'll still be able to follow these steps exactly the same. I have one of these tutorials up for the previous generation consoles, so Xbox One and PlayStation 4 on my channel, but I just left a couple of things out. I didn't explain certain things well enough, so I decided to do an updated version, and it works out because it's for the updated console generation. So I just decided that I'd show you guys this. Look, this is what I'll be showing you, how to do a different scenes where you will be able to record different things. PC recording. I call the face cam my cutie cam while I'm streaming. My Xbox. I'm going to show you guys all of this so you'll be able to manage it. I'm going to show you guys how to work the audio and all that stuff. This is going to be a really compact tutorial. I'm going to show you guys how to do all this. It's going to be really laid out easily for you. So I've got quite the video planned for you guys. The one thing I do want to mention and get out of the way first, this is a tutorial for Elgato only. I got a lot of people asking me about all these different game capture cards, if it was going to work and all this stuff. I don't know. I'm sure that Streamlabs works with other game captures, but I don't have one. So this is a tutorial for Elgato only. It might work the same for other game captures. I don't know. I don't have them. I've never done anything with other game capture cards. Elgato is the best for sure in my opinion, so just keep that in mind. This is only for the Elgato. If you're using a different game capture card, it might work the same, it might not, but this is just for the Elgato and any console, so Xbox One, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X or S, and PlayStation 5. It's going to work for all of those. It's going to work for whether or not you have Windows or whether you have Windows or Mac. It's going to work for both of those. It's going to work whether you're on a laptop or whether you're on a desktop. I've done this both on a Mac, and I've done this both on a Windows, both on a laptop and on a desktop. So it works either way. It really does. The quality of your stream 100% depends on the components of your PC or your Mac, whatever you're using. It depends on how much RAM you have, the graphics card, all that good stuff. So this tutorial will work either way. The quality of your stream depends on your PC, but this tutorial will work for any computer, PC, laptop, Mac, Windows. Boom. Just wanted to get that all out of the way. I'm going to show you guys how to display this right here, a face cam with a sort of edit, subscribe your Instagram or whatever, and then just streaming your Xbox too. So in real time as well. So I'm going to turn on my controller real quick. This is the Xbox Series X. It's going to work for PlayStation 5. It works for previous generation consoles, so it'll still work real time too. It's pretty awesome. It's a very nice setup. Streamlabs made it very, very easy, so I'm excited to do this tutorial for you guys. What I'm going to do real quick, though, is I'm going to insert a video of how my setup is actually physically set up. What's plugged into what, how things work, because a lot of you guys were confused about that in the last video, so I'm going to do that real quick on my phone. The microphone quality is going to drop. I apologize, but I'm just going to go ahead and do that real quick on my phone, show you guys how I physically have everything set up, what's plugged into what, all that good stuff. Alright, everybody, so real quick, I just want to make this quick thing, like I said, just showing you guys the actual physical setup. I apologize for the mic quality drop. I don't have my mic plugged into my phone, but this is my Xbox, obviously. It is plugged in down there, and then what I have is the HDMI cable. So the HDMI cable right here is plugged in to my Elgato right here. So this is the HDMI cable that my Xbox is plugged into. You plug it into your Elgato. And then the Elgato is plugged into my monitor. So this is my monitor. The Elgato has another HDMI that then plugs into my monitor. And then this cable right here is the cable that runs and plugs into my PC or my laptop. So that cable for the Elgato connects directly into my laptop. Same thing with my webcam. So the webcam you guys see right there, the webcam I use to record, it plugs into my laptop. So my webcam and my Elgato are plugged into my laptop. And since my Xbox is plugged into my Elgato, that means that is also plugged into my laptop. That seemed to be a question that a lot of people had when I recorded my last video. The Xbox plugs into the Elgato plugs into the monitor, and then the Elgato plugs into the PC. And then the webcam plugs into the PC. So essentially everything is plugged into my PC. So that's something I just wanted to keep you guys up to date with. That seemed to be something people weren't understanding in the last video. So I just wanted everybody to know about that. Everything is plugged in to the PC. So hopefully that's helpful. Hopefully this little guide helped you guys. So let's move on with the tutorial. So now that we've finished that, now that we've shown you guys the physical setup, my Elgato and the Xbox, what it's plugged into, what's plugged into my PC, all that good stuff, let's hop into what you're going to want to do once you are on Streamlabs. So once you're on Streamlabs, once you've downloaded it, it's going to look completely blank. So let me set that up for you guys real quick. Okay, so as you guys can see, you can hear me, but you can't see anything. That's because we don't have any of our scenes set up yet. Right here is a scene. Right here is a scene. This is just a group of sources. So what sources are, that's your webcam, that's going to be your Xbox, that's going to be your PC, that's going to be the images that you have to display. So a scene is just a group of sources. So for one scene, as you guys saw before, I had an Xbox scene. That had the source that had my Xbox, it had my webcam, it had my Instagram handle, and that was all just grouped into one scene. Then my Qt cam had a different picture display, or it had the subscribe button and my Instagram handle, and it had my face cam or my webcam full screen. So that would be grouped in a different scene. So scenes are just a group of a bunch of different sources, and you can set up those sources however you'd like. So the first scene that I'm going to do for you guys is going to be my Xbox. So I'm going to go ahead and rename that. I'm huge on naming everything so that you don't get confused. So I'm going to go ahead and name this Xbox. That way I know when I'm streaming, I can switch to my Xbox scene, and it's just all right there for me. So what you're going to do in the source section to get your Xbox or your PlayStation or whatever console you have is you're going to hit the add button there on the scenes, and then it brings up all this. Your Xbox or your PlayStation is going to be under video capture device. It's not going to be under game capture. I know that it should be based off the name, but it's only going to be under video capture device. So just keep that in mind. You'll click that, and then you'll hit add source. And then what's going to come up is you'll enter the name. So I'm going to do my Xbox Series X. There we go, Xbox Series X, add source. And what's going to come up now is it's going to allow you to choose. The default is my Game Capture HD 60s. Look at that, that's the default. That's really nice. There's a couple of other options you have in this drop-down menu, but for me, it's the default. I always use the one that has this extra stuff right here. There's another option down here, Game Capture HD. I always just use the Game Capture HD 60s, Video 01. It should be the default. If it's not, select the one that's got the extra stuff here. And then don't mess with anything else down here. At least I don't. If you guys are more into that stuff technical-wise, I'm not. I just don't mess with any of it, and it works just fine. You'll go ahead and hit done, and look at that. You've got this already displayed. Now, the one thing I will let you guys know of is to get the display or aspect ratio of how big it's going to display it. That's going to be in your settings, and that's going to be in video. So your base canvas resolution, 1920 by 1080. I'm not going to get too in-depth on the settings here, but I always do just your 1920 by 1080 for me. You guys can look into that more. What is the best base resolution for what computer you have? It's going to vary a ton between what computer you have, but 1920 by 1080 is always a really good way to go. 1080p, that's what the 1080 is. It's 1080p. It really depends on your graphics card. So again, it varies between what computer you have to what canvas resolution you want. So you guys will have to look into that on your own depending on what computer you have, but that's what I use, and that's gonna determine the size of your thing right here. So when you're streaming or you're recording, if you choose to record, it's gonna show this square right here, nothing more, nothing less. Let's throw my face cam on there. We want my face cam. You're gonna hit add another source. You're gonna go to video capture device again, add source. And it asks if you want to add an existing source. So you want to add another Xbox Series X? No, we'll do add a new source instead. And then we'll name it webcam. Webcam, there we go, add source. So now what you're going to do is hit add source, and you're going to do the drop down menu, and you're going to go to whatever webcam you have. You can use your integrated webcam, which is your laptop's webcam. You can use a webcam that you have plugged in. Obviously I want to do that, it's much more high quality. HD Pro webcam C920, we'll go ahead and select that. And look at that, my beautiful face pops up. You're welcome, by the way. And again, I don't do anything. I don't mess with anything right here. I just kind of leave it the way that it is and hit done. And what's really cool is it's super easy to maneuver and to resize and make it however big or small you want. It's really handy when my Xbox has a game like Call of Duty where there's a lot of stuff that you don't want to really be covering with your webcam, like the menu, or the map, or the amount of ammo you have left, any of that stuff. You don't want to cover that, so you can maneuver this mid-stream. If someone was watching me stream right now, they'd be seeing this webcam move all over the place. You can edit that live with no issue. It's really awesome. But anyways, you can size that however you'd like, and then if you don't like it to be a perfect square, you always can go into the webcam right here, right-click it, and then you're going to go ahead and go down to transform, and then you're going to go to edit transform, and now you can resize it however you much, the position and the size. I love it the way that it is defaulted, but if you guys don't, you can always mess with the aspect ratio of your webcam right here. So there's just a little tip for you. So now we've got our webcam and we've got our Xbox. You guys might want to do some other stuff, maybe add some custom images. I know I like to do that. I love to have my Instagram handle. So what you'll do is add another source if you want to add an image that you've created, and you'll go to image, super self-explanatory, hit add source, name it, I'll go Instagram handle. Instagram handle, you'll hit add source, and then you'll just go to wherever it's located on your computer. You'll hit browse. Mine's located right here, Instagram stream overlay. I'll hit open up, and look at that. And since it's a transparent image that I made, I now can put that wherever I'd like, so I can resize this too. So since it's transparent, it looks really clean. In my opinion, it looks really clean. Now we got that right there. Boom! Looking good. Looking freaking good. Now the cool thing is too about audio, and that's something I want to touch on real quick here. Audio is automatically integrated into Streamlabs if you have the most updated version. As soon as I plugged in my mic, this microphone automatically started bouncing up and down. It started working. I didn't have to do anything. It was really, really neat. It's really nifty, super nice. It's right here, all ready to go for you. You don't have to do anything. You can mute yourself if you want right here. I'm not going to do it because then I wouldn't be talking. And it's just all right here. All of your input sources are all right here. You've got your desktop audio. So if I was playing music in the background or music on my computer, it would pick it up. Unless I muted it, of course. And then you've got your Xbox audio right here. This is something I really butchered in the last video. I completely apologize. I'm not going to say what I said in the last video. It's just going to confuse everyone. But here's what's accurate. This is your Xbox audio right here. If you have it all the way up, it's super loud, so just keep that in mind. But really, anything that happens on my Xbox, it's going to show up right there. So you can see the Xbox volume jump as I start to sort through the menus and all that stuff. It's super awesome. So when I'm playing a game, the game volume is going to go on there. It literally integrates it for you. It's super, super easy. Streamlabs has made this incredibly easy, and it has not always been this way. So it's really nice that they've done that. It's very self-explanatory. You don't even have to mess with the audio at all. So that's what I have there. This is what I usually stream my Xbox on. Something I know a ton of you want to know about is what about alerts? When somebody subscribes to me, when somebody donates to me, all that good stuff, and I've got just the solution for you. I'm going to show you guys the alerts. To do alerts, you're going to go down to the little dashboard menu right here. It says dashboard. This is going to open up Google Chrome or whatever your default browser is, and it's going to bring you onto your dashboard of Streamlabs OBS. This shows you all of your graphs and stuff like that, but where you're going to look for alerts is alert box right here. So you're going to go to alert box, and here is exactly where you've got everything that you need to know. So it's super, 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 super nice. Now, one thing to keep in mind is if this switch right here is activated right here, your alert box is going to look a lot different than mine. This is the beta alert box. I hate it. I don't like it at all. This is not what we're going to be doing the tutorial on. So if your alert box looks like this, or it looks super different when you get on this page, just go ahead and switch that thing off. Now you're not on the alert box beta. This is much easier. I like it a lot better. So I'm going to go ahead and explain the alerts real quick. So as you guys can probably guess, when you are in the general settings, this is just the general settings, the default settings for any of your alerts. When you go into donations, this is the alert that will pop up when somebody donates. When you go to subscribers, this is the alert that will pop up when somebody subscribes. It's all very self-explanatory, as I'm sure you guys know. This is the alert that'll pop up when someone becomes a member, when somebody super chats, when somebody buys merch, all that stuff. It's all right here. It's really cool, and you can customize each and every individual one. It's really cool. So you can come into here and you can upload an image. You can either do a custom image or you can choose between a bunch of different images that they have for you already. I like the little dancing penguin on this one. That's just me. You can do the text animation. What are they going to do? You know, I like to just do the wiggle. I don't get too into depth with the alerts, but you can always come right here and you can always just mess with it right here. So if you'd like to do your own image, you can open up this image right here. You can copy and paste the image link right there. I like to just, the default ones are fine with me. Like if you hit select image, I like these ones just fine. I think it's just fine. You guys might not. And then you also can do the sound audio that it plays, the sound volume of that, and how long the alert stays up for. And yeah, that's really, it's very self-explanatory here. Again, how I got here, I'll just go over it one more time. I hit the dashboard right here on Streamlabs. It pops this up, and then I come over here to alert box. I make sure I'm not on the beta, and then here we are. And now, when you've gone through and you've selected what alerts you want for which thing, once you've selected all of that stuff, that means your alert box is ready to go. Once you've gone through and you've selected what images you want, what sounds you want, how long you want them to stay up for each one of these that you care about, you'll go up right here, you'll scroll up a little bit, and you're going to copy your alert widget URL. So you'll go ahead and copy that. You'll come down to here, you'll add another source. You're going to go into browser source. Go into browser source. Hit add source. I'm going to go ahead and name this alerts. And then you're going to hit add source. And then it's super easy. You're just going to go into this URL right here. You're going to paste that URL that you just copied from your alert box. So I went ahead and I pasted that. I am blurring this out. I hope that's okay with you guys. This is a private link. Don't share this with anyone. Somebody will have access to your alerts if they do this. Don't share that with anybody. And then you go ahead and hit done. And now, as you can see, nothing's popped up because we don't have any alerts to display. But this is my alert box right here. I like to just put it down in the bottom right corner. Now, Jdyo, how do I test it to make sure it worked? Well, that's pretty awesome because they have a test widget thing right here. You'll hit that. And then it shows you which one you want to test. If you guys remember, we had a dancing penguin for a subscriber. We had the opening of the present for a subscriber. Look at that. Look at that. And then let's say somebody donated. We got that little penguin dancing. Look at that. And that way you can test it. So when somebody does it live, then it's going to show up here for you. So that's how you do the alert box. Super awesome. Very self-explanatory. Very easy. One thing to keep in mind. Those of you that will be streaming on YouTube and you want a subscriber alert box like myself, so you want this to come up when somebody subscribes while you're live streaming, keep in mind, if somebody is hiding their subscribers from the public, if they don't want their subscriber count to be public, which is a very common setting to have, it will not pop up. So don't think it's not working. It just means that that person who subscribed to you, they don't have their notifications, or they don't want other people to see their subscribers, so that won't come up. So just keep that in mind. It is working. It just will only work for people who have their subscribers set to public. So just keep that in mind. Little small thing. Now, something I like to do is when I'm streaming, I like to have my Jdyo or I like to have my face cam pulled up. So what I do is I do Jdyo 2.0, I hit done. And now with your knowledge of how sources work and what to do with each source, you can now create whatever scene you want. So for example, I'll go to image right here. I want a different image, not one that I've already had. And I've got this image already created for my live stream. So look at that. Look at that. Now I've got this already created. It's perfect, perfectly centered. And I'll go ahead, I'll come into here and I'll throw my face cam on. And look at this, it's already got webcam for me. It's already a source I've made. I don't even need to do anything different. I come right here and I size it exactly how I want to. And this is something you guys can do. Now that I've given you the knowledge of how to create certain scenes and sources, what certain things do, you guys now can create whatever you want like this. Like my Jdyo. You guys can do whatever you want. So look at that. Now I've got my webcam. So while I'm streaming, let's say it's loading into the next game of Call of Duty. I just come down here, click Jdyo. Real time, it shows up my face cam. Look at that. Boom. Pretty awesome. It's pretty cool. So, holy cow. That was a lot. I really hope that this was informative. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please let me know if you have any questions. Again, this is solely for Elgato. I really don't know. A lot of people were saying their game capture card wasn't popping up when they went to select the video capture device. It might be because you don't have an Elgato. It might be because you don't have things plugged in properly. So please let me know if you have any questions. I hope I addressed all the concerns from last time. This is going to work for PlayStation. This is going to work for Xbox. This is going to work for any console, especially if you're recording with an Elgato. It's going to work. So I really hope that this worked out for you guys. Please let me know if you have any questions, if you have any issues. That was the alert box. We went through the alert box. We went through the webcam. The Instagram handles are custom images. We went through the Xbox audio stuff. You don't have to do anything to set up the audio. It's insane. So yeah, that's how you live stream. That's how you record. If you want to come down here, you'll record. If you want to go live, you'll hit live stream. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. We're going to be doing a lot of fun stuff in the future. A lot of fun streams. We're going to have Call of Duty coming out, which it's already out right now, and we're going to be streaming that today. We're going to have Cyberpunk coming out pretty soon, so just subscribe for a lot of more content. I stream 3 times a week, and I have 3 videos a week, so let me know if you guys have any questions. I hope that this was informative, and you guys all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Peace out.